So I wanted to show you something.
Okay, what do we got?
We got,
A briefcase,
yep,
mint green with TS
Yep.
on it.
yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12!
Yeah.
Taylor Swift emotionally sends condolences to Kelce's family after Ed Kelce's unfortunate incident. Inside the New Heights podcast studio, the atmosphere today was both different and special, not just because it was the day of a new podcast episode, but because someone special was present. Taylor Swift sat in the chair between Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, making her first official guest appearance on the show, which is known for its witty banter between the Kelce brothers. The recording crew was bustling about. Cameras, microphones, and soundproof panels were set up. Travis sat to Taylor's left, leaning slightly toward her, a warm smile on his face but a hint of worry in his eyes. Jason, as usual, opened the recording with a few jokes, but his voice was slower, deeper today, as if to create a moment of silence for what everyone knew was coming. In this space, the outside noise had all but disappeared, just the sound of her heartbeat and her thoughts swirling. Welcome to New Heights, everyone. Today, we have a special guest. Jason looked into the camera, his voice low but still smiling. Taylor Swift, everyone. A soft clap rang out from the crew. Taylor smiled, nodding to the audience through the lens. But the smile wasn't entirely carefree, it was laced with a seriousness that her fans rarely saw on stage. Travis placed his hand on her knee under the table, a small gesture that made Taylor feel his presence and support. "I'm so glad you're here," he said softly, enough for the microphone to pick up the sound. Taylor turned to him, her blue eyes shining with gratitude. "Me too. But," she hesitated, "I have something important to say today." Jason glanced at Travis, then back at Taylor. "Shall we start with that?" Taylor nodded. She placed her hands on the table, her fingers laced together. Her voice was low and soft, but each word seemed carefully chosen. "Before we talk about anything else, I want to send my deepest condolences to the Kelce family, especially Ed, Travis, Jason, and everyone who loved Maureen and McGuire." She paused, swallowing. Her eyes dropped, but then she looked up, looking directly into the camera as if she were speaking directly to Maureen's loved ones and everyone listening. "I know that this loss is beyond words. But I also know that the love, memories, and moments that everyone shared with her will live on forever." For, flashback, Maureen and McGuire's funeral. The sound in the studio faded, giving way to Taylor's memories. She remembered that morning clearly. The sky was gray, the clouds were thick, and rain was falling lightly on the roof of the church where the funeral was taking place. Taylor stepped out of the black SUV, wearing a long black coat, holding a bouquet of white lilies. Inside, the air was quiet, except for the rustle of footsteps and the deep breathing of people holding back tears. Ed Kelce sat in the front row, his large hands clenched, his eyes red. Jason stood next to his wife Kylie, and Travis stood silently in a corner, as if trying to avoid everyone's gaze to stay calm. Taylor walked over and gently placed the bouquet next to Maureen's portrait. In the photo, she still had a gentle smile, a smile Taylor had only seen a few times but remembered forever. When Ed turned to look, Taylor reached over and took his hand. "I'm so sorry, Uncle Ed," she said, her voice trembling slightly. Ed nodded, his lips moving but no words came out. Travis then placed his hand on Taylor's back, as if silently thanking her. They sat next to each other throughout the ceremony, hand in hand. As the organ music played, Taylor bowed her head, her eyes watering. "I still remember the look in everyone's eyes that day," Taylor continued on the podcast, her voice slow. "And I know that, no matter how much time passes, this pain will never go away. But we can hold it, and make it a part of the story, of the love that we share." Jason swallowed, nodding. "Thank you, Taylor. That means a lot." Travis turned to look at her, saying nothing, just holding her hand tighter. There was gratitude and love in his eyes, mixed with a deep sadness. Taylor says she first met Maureen at a family gathering. She asked me if I wanted another piece of cake, even though I had just eaten. I think that was her way of caring, of always wanting people to be taken care of, to be loved. She smiles slightly at the memory, then her eyes soften. I regret not having more time to talk to her. But I will always remember the warmth she brought. Viewers of the podcast, thousands of miles away, could feel the silence in the studio. The live YouTube comments section was filled with heart emojis, condolences to the Kelce family, and thanks to Taylor for sharing so candidly. Jason, usually the one to stir things up, let the silence linger. Travis bowed his head, nodding slightly as Taylor spoke. When the microphone was turned off and the studio lights dimmed, Travis pulled Taylor closer. "Thank you," he whispered. Taylor wrapped her arms around him, resting her head on his chest, feeling his heart pounding. Jason stepped forward, placing his hand on Taylor's shoulder. "You said something we couldn't say. I know Dad would appreciate it." Taylor nodded, her eyes sparkling. "I just want everyone to know she was loved." No words were needed, just a silence they both understood, a silence filled with love, memories, and the promise to walk through this loss together. Outside, the night was quiet. Inside the room, warm yellow light cast on the walls, a reminder that, even though someone is gone, love and memories will remain, forever. After teasing a very special guest on the new episode of the New Heights podcast, the show confirmed that the pop icon and girlfriend of Travis Kelce will appear on the program Wednesday in a clip released late Monday night. The teaser clip features Swift complimenting the hoodie that co-host and chief star Travis Kelce is wearing. "Such a nice color on you," Swift said in the 13-second clip that whipped the internet into a frenzy. Speculation had already started to run rampant about who Jason and Travis Kelce would have as their guest on the show, especially with the number of Easter eggs that seemed to be in the first post on Monday morning. Travis and Jason have mentioned Swift on the podcast several times since the pair went public with their relationship back in 2023 after she appeared at one of the Chiefs' tight ends games in September of that year, kicking off a whirlwind around the couple. The mystery around who the special guest will be is out of the bag, but the big question about what else Swift could be revealing during the appearance still lingers. Swifties have speculated that the singer could announce a new album after her in-house marketing team seemed to be dropping hints on social media earlier in the day. Thinking about when she said, "See you next era," they posted on Instagram along with a carousel of 12 photos of Swift wearing orange outfits. Fans have speculated that Taylor will announce her next album, after her team dropped several clues about a possible new record with a cryptic social media caption that read, "Thinking about when she said, 'See you next era.'" Meanwhile, Travis shared a glimpse of the upcoming podcast episode in a teaser trailer, where the couple are sitting next to each other with headphones and microphones at the ready. Taylor and Travis delighted fans with their flirty exchange in the brief clip, with the "Cruel Summer" singer complimenting the NFL star's outfit choice. "It's such a nice color on you," she said as she looked at his bright blue hoodie adorned with white writing. "Yes. I know, it's the color of your eyes, sweetie. That's why we match so well," he replied with a smile. "We're about to do a expletive podcast." Taylor then laughed. Swifties couldn't get enough of the pair and ran to the comments section to share their joy at the milestone moment. While Taylor and Travis are often spotted out and about on sweet date nights, it is rare for them to acknowledge each other on social media. That is, until Travis broke the internet in July when he shared a series of pictures from their time together in the NFL off-season, sending fans into a frenzy with the public post. "Had some adventures this off-season, kept it, 100 emoji," he wrote in the caption, quickly garnering over 1.2 million likes within an hour. The first photo saw the pair with their arms around each other while wearing matching hats, with Travis reading, "Captain," and Taylor's reading, "First Mate." He then shared a shot from a dinner